Hey y'all, I need a little dirt therapy. What's a big one there? Oh. Big old sand wiggler. That's a nail. Lots of stuff that didn't break down, like a half avocado. Can't tell what I'm going to find in here because the bottom of this compost pile was originally a burn pile. And even though I didn't burn anything bad, some of the stuff I burned was wood with nails in it. Because I couldn't get the nails out. So this is just a kind of a little bit of a sift for me. I use a milk crate. You know, old milk crates we got everywhere. So that way if there's rocks or something like that in there that I don't need, I can get it out. Sticks, roots. Lots of bugs. Lots of crickets. I wouldn't say this is really compost. More like grass and leaf clippings and weeds. And some big sand wigglers. Pieces of wood. That's a piece of a peat pot. Another big old sand wiggler. Lots of worms in here. Crickets, sail bugs, all kinds of stuff. I can show y'all these worms. Look at that. Some big ones. Oh, big old sand wigglers. Today is May 3rd. It's Friday. My honey got home at 3 this morning. He's sleeping. I am so late planting this stuff. These are tomatoes that I grew from the seeds I got from Praxis 55712 from his seed shop. They are a beefsteak tomato, and they're really kind of small, but I'm so late. These are a couple of husky cherries that I picked up at Walmart. And this poor pitiful thing I bought last 2 weeks ago. It was really dehydrated. It's a beefsteak slicer also. Then some basil. And I got that compost in there on top of that paper, and I'm going to dig it in. And this is way too small a space for all these tomatoes, but I'm going to plant them. The more the merrier, right? So let's see if I can get these in here before it rains. And then I can spend my time piddling around trying to make some more dirt for beans and squash and stuff like that that needs to grow in the ground. Y'all have a good one. I'm just enjoying my day. It's very humid. God, I don't know what temperature. It feels like it's 100 out here. I'm sweating buckets, but I'm going to just enjoy this dirt therapy, y'all, and have a good day. Y'all, I can't see if y'all can see what I'm doing, but because I got my camera propped, my phone. But basil grows like a weed here, and this is 3 plants in one. So I'm gonna section them up, and it's just a Walmart Expert brand. I got my tomatoes planted a little bit too close, but it's okay. I'm trying to plan for success. Ooh, planted that little bit deep. It's all right. It's all good. Everything will be fine. Oop, got the edge there. That's that paper, shredded paper. It will clump up and break the ability for the roots. So I'm trying to break it up a little bit and just spread it out. I've used it before for weed control. It works great. It doesn't look very pretty, but I'm hoping it does rain. If not, I'll have to get the garden hose with my town water on it. I try to keep buckets of water around here and let it sit out for a couple days or collect rainwater, but then you know you got a problem with mosquitoes too, so. If you can see how dry this dirt is without any amendment at all, which basil will do fine in sand. It's supposed to rain today, tomorrow, and Sunday. Sweating out here like a stuck pig. I'm going to go ahead and plant the rest of these tomatoes. See, these are the little Ponderosa beefsteaks that I grew, that I got from Praxis. So they just actually got their two sets of leaves. I took up a lot of my garden this year with potatoes. I don't know why I bother with gloves. I'm going to go to this corner right here with the cherries, because the cherries will grow up tall, and that way, since it's on the edge of the bed, I can put some spikes for them to grow up. And they're expert gardener cherries. They're actually grown by Metrolina Greenhouse, which is, I think, in North Carolina. It's in Huntersville, North Carolina. I guess you noticed that I plant my tomatoes kind of deep because they'll develop roots on the stems. Ooh, they were $1.50. Ooh, that's more than $1, isn't it? Having a problem making videos with my phone. Of course, my camera is full on my Sony camera. I need to fix it, take all the files off of it. Being a grandmother, and also, I guess, a crazy cat lady, I got a million videos of my grandkids and of my cats. So, have a problem with storage. Of course, I have the like 64 whatever storage chips and stuff, but I still end up with way too many videos and pictures and stuff, because I've been taking pictures all my life. Of course, I never got paid for it, but I used to take pictures with a, y'all see the sweat pouring off me, right? I used to take pictures with a Pentax K1000. I love those days of film. I don't know, I miss film. You can do so much with digital and everything, but I definitely miss film. Just the feeling of opening the pack of pictures and you take them out and you use like a high quality film that has a really fine grain and the bright vivid colors. It just was so beautiful. This is going to be entirely too long and I'm not going to be able to edit. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this off now. Y'all excuse me crawling around. I'm planting so many tomatoes in this little tiny space. This is ridiculously dumb. I'm going to have to try to get the string method to string them up like they do in the farms, because they're way too close. And this is, pardon the expression, virgin dirt here. Only thing it's had is weeds and grass, because, you know, this pile right here that I'm planting now this is the first time it's ever been a quote-unquote garden. Slicing beefsteak. What's this? Let me get my staple gun and staple these tags up here on this log. But, yeah, the only thing it's ever had grown in here is chickweed, wiregrass, and stuff like that. So, Usually it takes me about 4 or 5 years to get the ground salvageable to plant anything. And that's why I'm planting so many of these tomatoes. Plus I have so many and I have no place to put them, so I gotta get them in the ground. Well, I was gonna give some away, but nobody in my family or neighborhood has showed any interest in. My neighbor grows a garden, but I usually give my neighbor behind me over there some plants. I gave him some flowers and stuff. I'm sure my neighbor across the street and then her sister-in-law, I'm sure they have their own garden already going on. I think I might take a couple of these shorter ones and pinch them back and see if I can bush them up, maybe my mom, and go sneak over there and plant a couple in her yard. She has a little garden bed, but she hasn't done anything with it yet. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna take, let's see, I'll plant these 2 leggy ones, and I'll take these nice short ones right here, and I'll pinch them off at the top so they branch out real good, and get them fixed up for my mom, because I've got a lot of other stuff I need to plant. I still got peppers I need to plant. I don't have any eggplant yet. I forgot to buy some eggplant. I grew peppers and I grew tomatoes, but I didn't grow any eggplant. And then I planted my canary squash way too early. I don't know what I was thinking, because I know it just goes in the ground. It doesn't go in starts, but I was so excited for spring that I went ahead and planted some, and it got too leggy. And I brought it outside, and when I went to try to transplant it, a lot of the stems were breaking. So I only got 2 or 3 of those in the ground. I doubt they're going to make it, but that's okay, because you know what? They're going to come right back up if I put them in the ground in seeds. Alright, where can I put one more tomato? I think I'll go over here. Between the basil. So yeah, we're planting for success, or somebody might say failure, because there's so many in one spot. But you know, I used to be a subscriber of the square foot method and the victory garden method, because I'm just a old hippie kid of the 60s. And that's what I grew up with, so, you know, I'm pretty much free and easy with where what goes. And like this wiregrass, if it gets in your garden, oh well, it's okay. Just pull it out. Yeah, no uptightness here when it comes to what goes where. Alright, y'all, I cannot flip this camera, just so you know. So I do apologize for that. I'm going to show you. I got my little, didn't do good with the flipping. So I got my little babies in here. These are the beefsteaks that are the Metrolina's brand. I don't know, it's just a generic beefsteak. These little light green ones are the Ponderosas that I grew. They came from Praxis' store. That's some generic Italian green basil. Right there. Right there. And then over there, that's a husky cherry and a husky cherry, and that's another Ponderosa, and that little baby's a Ponderosa and a Ponderosa. That right there is an early girl, and that right down there is a big boy growing next to the potato. They're just They're Burpee's brand, I believe. Burpee started selling those. And I just got some onion sets growing in here. Peas aren't doing real well. I need to get them up on a string. Radishes. I planted spinach and radishes. That's why I haven't weeded this. I was waiting for spinach to come up. That's enough for today. Y'all have a great one. I got that, my mom had thrown away this net last year, and I picked it up out of her recycling. It's that plastic net you buy cheap. But I had jute string lines, and they broke from the rain, I guess, sun. So went ahead and got that up there with a staple gun, and got my little peas trained up on that. Hopefully we'll get something, a few sugar snaps or a few Alaskan peas. We got thunderstorm advisories here. And it's supposed to storm. Supposed to storm. Sky looked pretty bad, and it started raining while I was planting the tomatoes, and then all of a sudden it stopped. That's it, North Carolina. You can never tell. Yep, so I gave my plants some water. And we're going to hope those peas, if those peas don't do something quickly, they're just going to get substituted out for green beans. I got plenty of pole beans to put in. Yeah, so next I'm going to be working on that area over there to extend my garden some more for some in-ground seeds. Oh, the mosquitoes are bad, y'all. Ooh, already. Here I am, complaining. It's not even 3rd of May. Alright, we'll see if we can come up with anything here. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.